Hi, I'm Ashley, and today I want to talk to you about how best to safely use and care for your rotary blades. First, let's talk about safety. When handling your OLFA rotary blades, always grasp the flat part of the blade. OLFA rotary blades go through a special honing process and are incredibly sharp. Sometimes even just touching the sharpened edge of the blade can result in a cut. You may even prefer to wear cut-resistant gloves when cutting or changing the blade. All OLFA blades come packaged in a plastic blade container. After using the blade, keep the container to store or dispose of your used rotary blades. Each container can hold multiple blades, so I recommend labeling one container with used. Every time you replace your blade, put the used blades in this container. Once the container is full, duct tape it shut and dispose of it properly. If you're a paper crafter, you may want to label one of your containers for paper. When you're done using a rotary blade on fabric, you can still use it on paper, but because paper dulls your rotary blades faster, you'll want to keep them separate, just like you would a pair of scissors. Now let's talk about how to determine when to change your rotary blade. If you notice your blade beginning to skip threads, or it takes more force or pressure to make a single cut, it's probably time to change your blade. Every time I change the blade, I find myself wondering why I waited so long, or why I didn't do it sooner. A dull blade requires more force or several passes to make a single cut, so you're really doing more work for the same result. A sharp blade means fewer reworks and cleaner cuts, so don't put it off. A good time to think about this is when you start a new project. A new project deserves a new blade. Now, if you're just a casual user, you may want to take a permanent marker and just write down the date that you started using the blade. And then you can sort of think about them like the batteries in your smoke alarm. It's probably a good idea to change them out at least once a year. To keep your OLFA rotary blades sharp for as long as possible, always use an OLFA rotary mat. OLFA rotary mats are self-healing and they're somewhat soft and absorb the cut, allowing the blade to stay sharper longer. If you're cutting on a hard surface or hard mat, your blade will dull faster. It's a lot like using your kitchen knives on a glass cutting board. Now, if you notice that there's some lint or fiber starting to gather on your rotary cutter, simply take a tissue or a dry cloth and wipe them away. Visit OLFA.com for product information, tips, and tons of free project ideas. And you can find OLFA Creates on Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date on the latest news and connect with other quilters. Thanks for watching.